Welcome to the second match of round 4 losers bracket. We have here in the bottom left corner Patch Beast with Slammer on Hydros, Double D on Vela and Dragomandrel on Ares versus 3y3 in the top right corner of the map. We have Segi on Grath, As1 on Hydros and Dr. Grum on Celesta. Let's take a look at their composition. We see Double D going for an Engineer and a Sentinel with Deadeyes, Windrays and Conduit, so no Zephyr from him. We see Drago going for an Engineer and Slammer with a Warp Drone and a Sentinel. It is only going to be one Warp Drone and I don't see any Shadows in here from Slammer. On the other hand, As1 is going to go for one Shadow and a Sentinel. Dr. Grum, we have seen him play that heavy Purifier style in the past. And we see Segi going for an Engineer with Grove Tenders, however, so it is going to be interesting to see how he will implement them in his build. So let's just start out this game. Both these teams have been extremely aggressive during the first stages of the game in this tournament, so let's see if they are going to do just that in this game as well, or if they are just going to play a little bit safe. It looks like it is not going to be the case. Double D and Drago are already engaged with As1 and Dr. Grum, while Slammer is trying to steal one creep away from Segi. And As1 and Dr. Grum actually are going to go to try and get us around on Slammer. Double D is here to do some DPS on As1 and he's getting really low. It will be very close to see if he's going to go away, and in fact he does survive with no losses there. But in the meantime he has actually cleared this camp, so nicely done by As1 there. Let's see, it looks like the blue team will be able to steal this creep right here. And we see that Terrapin Trooper, it is going to go down basically for nothing, and this creep will go down in favor of the blue team here. They have to be careful with those two and not to lose them. Double D and Drago are going to want to get in here as fast as possible. Now Drago is losing one Sandstinger there. Could have been avoided, but not that big of a deal, and Slammer is just taking care of this camp. Dr. Grum and As1 are just clearing their in-base camps. Interesting decision there. We have seen quite a few people just go for the critters and leave those for just before the Titan. And we see that Dr. Grum is already going into Purifiers, as it has been his style this whole tournament. As1 getting tech level 2, Segi getting tech level 2, same for Slammer, Double D and Drago. And Drago is going to go with his Sandstinger heavy style. There is still this creep camp left for Patch Beast, and it looks like only now they are going to clear it. We are still 40 seconds away from the first Titan, so they have all the time in the world to get this camp done. But Slammer in here, he is going to get himself surrounded, and it looks like he is going to lose his entire army. Only that Scuttleguard might be able to survive if he just retreats with it as soon as possible. His whole army of Scuttleguards is now dead. Slammer is going to go down, and this last unit will fall as well. Double D and Dragomandrel, in the meantime, they are in the bottom right corner. They are going to try and take down this tower, which is a good idea from them. Even though Drago is losing quite a few Sandstingers in that engagement, Titans have now spawned, and it is going to be tricky for Patch Beasts to win this fight without Slammer. We see that the red team is already here and with 2 Purifiers, so it is going to be tricky for those Sandstingers to get in there and try to engage. They have a lot more DPS thanks to those Purifiers there, and As1 is actually chasing those Sandstingers away. Slammer just got his hero back, and he is going to come and assist with 2 Scuttleguards. But that damage of the Purifiers, and now they have rooted in at a forward position. It is going to be difficult to DPS the Titan, if not impossible, for Patch Beasts. Red team is going to win this Titan fight, and it looks like they want to push with it as well. Careful, the last one is going a little bit low, and he's going to go down. Shadow is going to come as well. We see two Bramble Thorns doing some incredible work there for Segi. Slammer is going to go down again. This Titan is quite beefy, and we see those Purifiers. They are rooted right now. Double D has to be careful. Same can be said for Dragomandrel, because those Devilkins, they are fairly squishy. Two towers already down. The third one is definitely going to fall, and it looks like this is going to be the end of the push from the red team. Slammer is now coming back up. Let's see what Double D is going to go for. One Deadeye in the queue with another one on the map. Drago is going to go for another Devilkin to a total of 4. While Segi is just going the traditional route, Bramblethorns with their upgrade. Dr. Graham is going to go for the Purifier upgrade, and another one to a total of 4. Careful though, one Purifier might be caught in here, even though Slammer most likely is going to go down again. Aswan is actually going to pop his ultimate there to not let any Purifier die, and as we can see, they are going to siege up on this tower. They are definitely going to get this one, but I think Double D will be able to push them away. A nice snipe there, is able to take down one Purifier. Incredibly done by Double D, as he did all tournament. He has been impeccable with those snipes all tournament long, and if he can keep this up, then this Purifier count might start to dwindle just a little bit. And we see Drago now getting that snipe on the Shadow with the help of the Sentinel for detection there. Nicely done by him as well. Checking up here, we can still see that the army difference is a little bit massive at this point. And the income tells the same story. 1,000 minerals in favor of the red team. With those Bioshard difference, it is going to be extremely difficult for Patch Beasts to win this next Titan fight. As we can see, medium camps have spawned for 20 seconds now, and the blue team was first on theirs, but there is no way that they are going to be able to break this Purifier siege in time. And this camp is already gone. Let's see what they want to do. They are all clumped up here. Looks like they might want to go for another tower, and it is not such a bad idea at this point. Slammer is still trying to get down that median camp, and there is only Double D and Drago in here to defend with not much. We can see some nice snipes there, but unfortunately nothing is going to go down in that engagement. Tower was destroyed, and now the red team most likely is going to retreat. We see this Sentinel providing an incredible vision down here for Patch Beasts. They are really on top of their Sentinel game, as we can see right here. They have to make something do with what they have at the moment. Checking back, we see that the army difference is still pretty much the same. That is of course because Double D is staying on Raptors, and Slammer here only has one Ice Frog, but 2 Aquadillos are going to be on their way. We see Segi going for tech level 3. That is going to be for the Trebuchet that will inevitably come, and we see more snipes from Double D there. They do hit their target. Dr. Graham going for more Purifiers. This is going to add up to 5, and Aswan is getting his second Ancient Ice Frog with 2 Quadrupuses up here. It is interesting, no Aquadillos from him just yet. Segi is going to clear out those units that have been farming uncontested in here. Titans have now spawned, and the blue team is first on site. Let's see if they will be able to take down this Titan. And as we can see here, the Purifiers are now here, and I believe they are going to siege up. There we go. It is not the perfect position for them, but it is going to be incredibly difficult for Double D to get some snipes all the way up there. He could try and go around to make that happen, but he does not have vision of that, so Sentinel might be a good idea here. In fact, we do see that the blue team was able to take down their Titan a lot quicker than the red team. And we saw a nice destructive prophecy going down there. Unfortunately, it was not enough to get rid of those purifiers. Heatwaves were coming down from Drago there. He only has one Ember Fiend and one Apocalypse at this point, however, so he has to wait for that cooldown, which is fairly long. This Titan was able to get 2 towers down, and let's see if any of those Bramblethorns are going to fall. That has been the focus of Double D at this point, and it does not look like it. Maybe he can get some nice snipes. There we go, and 2 more purifiers go down, and I don't think there is only 1 left ready to warp in. There it is, and 2 more on the way. So Double D was able to eliminate all the purifiers there, and a nice snipe on that engineer is going to go in favor of the blue team. And as we can see with the resources tab, with this is going to be the army tab, it pretty much just got them back in the game at this point. Checking up for income, they are starting to catch up. And this has been a very nice engagement, a very nice Titan fight from Patch Beasts there. Checking out what Segi is doing here. He's going to add 1 Batter Horn. Double D will go for ability power level 1 and sharp focus. On Aswan's camp here, we see 1 Shadow being built, 1 Aquadillo is ready to warp in, and 1 Ancient Frog is coming up as well. Dr. Graham is now getting his purifiers back up, but with only those 2 production slots, he might seriously consider trying to get the 3rd one. In Slammer's camp, we see that he is going to go for Sentinels that he has actually cancelled at this point and re-queued. Interesting stuff by him. Drago, you don't have to stand in there. That was potentially extremely bad. But he manages to get away from that. He has to heal though. Double D is just going for a sharp focus right now and more supply. So I believe that he is liking this style with Raptors and Deadeyes. Careful with that Shadow. They don't have a Sentinel up right now, and Double D might just lose his entire army at this point. Those Bramblethorns are doing a lot of work against those Raptors, and the Vela is going to go down as well. This is a nice siege there, but I think they want to reposition, and we see that in the meantime Slammer was able to destroy that tower as well. Careful there not to be caught out of position, and it looks like he is trying to go back around here. But that Ice Rogue is going to catch the other because it popped his ability last, and Slammer is going to go down himself. This Ancient Ice Frog is most likely dead. But sniping this Trebuchet almost makes up for it. We see an engagement in here. Dr. Graham did blow his ultimate. We see some snipes from Double D there. Not really hitting those purifiers full on. But this Baton Horn is going to catch 2 Aquadillos. And if Slammer is going to lose those as well, 1 goes down. This one has to escape because, again, the battle difference, or the army size rather, is going in favor of the red team. We see another Shadow going down in the middle of Double D's army. Dragostar is trying to do something with those heat waves. They are nicely placed, but I don't think that they are just going to do anything except just push the red team away. Both teams are waiting for the Titan, but hard camps have spawned, and we'll see which team is going to get there. It looks like Dr. Graham and Aswan are going to go for the top left one, while Segi is going for the bottom right one. This can be extremely good for the red team if they manage to take those in time. But it looks like Double D and Slammer are up here. The Titans have indeed spawned. It is hard to engage in the middle of those purifiers. Nice snipes going on, but not really able to kill anything. And as we can see here, we need an Aquadillo to just hop in there. 2 purifiers go down. Slammer is going to pop his ultimate there. And they are still focus firing those purifiers. That Aquadillo is going to take down another purifier before it goes down. And Slammer is going to fall, but not before he takes another purifier with him. In the meantime, I can see that Drago is with Segi in the middle of the map, trying to battle for the Titan. But overall, both teams have lost quite a little bit during that engagement, and though that Purifier camp count is going to dwindle at the moment, I think that there is none left right now. That still the army for the blue team is not looking all that good. Segi still has 2 battle horns and 3 bramble thorns, so it is going to be very hard to get those beefy units down. Double D is trying to do some snipes on them, but they have a lot of health, and those snipes are not really going to kill anything. We see some destructive prophecies there going down, trying to chip away at the health of those bramble thorns. And we see that trebuchet from the red team down there doing a little bit of work, and it is not going to let Drago engage there. It looks like that was a nice heat wave from Drago. It is able to push the red team away just momentarily, and that trebuchet repositioning is just going to get better and better. Aswan is going to engage with his Aquadillos. A nice frog goes down on both sides, and that button horn didn't quite do all that much. It is going to go down there. I believe that the red team right now is, although they are ahead, they have to be careful to not overextend in here. Aswan has some very low health units. Those 2 purifiers are doing some work, but both of them go down from Double D's snipes. And again, it looks like this is pretty much even. Double D could even chase those units back with his range, but they want to finish off this Titan. And the red team now has an opportunity to either clear out those aerial units there, or the medium camp that has just respawned. And the Titan is not doing anything. This is a little bit of a mistake from the red team, even though it was extremely low, and it would have only been able to just hit this archive tower a few times. And it looks like instead the red team 3x3, they are going to opt for taking this hard camp instead. This is an interesting strategy, and as we can see, both in the bottom right and the top left corner of the map, there are only the aerial units left. So Double D could potentially go in there and try to snipe them. The same could have been sent for Dr. Grom. Unfortunately for him, he does not have units that can shoot air. He's still remaxing his purifiers, as we can see. 3 on the map, 2 more on the way, with attack damage level 1. Aswan right now is going to get high volt, cellular reconstruction there, 1 ancient ice frog and sentinel coming up. And let's check out for Double D. He does have 2 raptors up on the way, 1 wind ray, ability power level 2 and attack damage level 1. Drago is trying to remax his army there with tier 3 units. He does have ability power level 3 almost finished, and those destructive prophecies and heat waves are going to do a lot of damage. Slammer is still going to get his 3 Aquadillos and 2 ancient ice frogs up and running. Double D in the meantime is going to clear out this medium camp. He would want to tank with his hero there, not to lose any units, but he does a good job microing there and takes it down. It looks like the red team is now converging on this part of the map, looking maybe to start the siege in the middle with those purifiers. As we can see, Dr. Graham has managed to get 5 purifiers back up, 1 wind ray, and we see another purifier on the way and 2 zephyrs. Drago Mandrill in the meantime is just going to use his apocalypse shots to clear out those critters very effectively. We see some more snipes coming from Double D. That trebuchet is going to do some work there, and this is the disadvantage of not having a green hero. You are going to miss out on those trebuchet shots, which are pretty annoying at this moment for the blue team. Nice snipes there from Double D, going to take 1 more purifier down, and both teams are just waiting for the Titans. Drago is doing something nice there, popping just one heat wave. There goes another. He's not going to blow all of them in just one sequence. He wants to keep doing this. He wants to just get them slowly out of position, and that heat wave might actually get one purifier, and down it goes. Little bit of a mistake in microing there from Dr. Grum. Titans have now spawned. Those purifiers are going to be instantly rooted there. And Drago is actually advancing with his hero. Not sure what he wants to do there. There we go. One heat wave is going to come. Drago is going to get pinned down there by Aswan and Segi. We see that heat wave was able to accomplish a lot, eliminating those purifiers. So again, bad mistake there from Dr. Grum, not moving those purifiers back. We see ultimates going down from Aswan there. And Double D is just trying to snipe off those high valuable units. We see that Battenhorn is going to go down momentarily. One Ancient Ice Rock goes down for Slammer, which in the meantime he pretty much lost his entire army again. So army is in favor of the red team, but they are really low. Slammer is only now going to pop his ultimate, and Double D is going to use his as well to try and chase those back. That Battenhorn, however, is going to do a good job of pushing Double D's army away, as well as Slammer. So overall it is going to be a little bit of a lead for our red team at this point. Dr. Grum still has two purifiers up and running. Careful with those trebuchet shots there. Now we see two Ember Fiends are still here from Drago, and he might be able to do something with those heat waves. But this Titan fight looks like it is going to be won by the red team, unless something miraculously happens, but I don't think so at this point. Titan goes down. We see some snipes going down as well, but those Deadeyes are actually going to be taken down. Double D with no Deadeye left at this point, so those purifiers are safe for the time being. And we see those heat waves are actually doing a lot of damage from Drago. And one Destructive Prophecy is going to take down one purifier. Another Bramblethorn goes down there, and army supply is pretty much even at this point. But this Titan is going to do some work. This is a 20-minute Titan, and it is going to be a little bit of a danger in here. Most likely will not be able to take down this archive tower, but it is going to have a good chance of doing just that. And let's check what our players are going to be rebuilding here. Double D is getting his Deadeyes back and ability power level 3. Slammer with one Aquadillo in production. Drago with one Apocalypse. Aswan is going to get his Aquadillos back. Actually has two of them on the map and attack damage level 2. Segi is going to go for Battenhorns. He has been pretty efficient with those Battenhorns, and it looks like that archive tower was indeed taken down at the last moment by that Titan. Dr. Grum is still staying on purifiers. Let's check if he has them upgraded. Only level 1 for those purifiers, so they are not going to be all that efficient at this point of the game. Still a threat to patch beasts, but not as much as they were in the beginning. And we see that Ice Frog popping his ability, not hitting anything. Perhaps it was aiming at that Sentinel. I'm not even sure if it can freeze the Sentinel. Let's see Slammer and Double D here. They might be able to get us around on Segi if that Ice Frog is going to hit, but it does not look like it. And we see this Battenhorn. It is out of position, and it might just be taken down for free. This is an expensive unit, so I believe that Segi will want to keep this one alive. Not that much left for patch beasts at this point. Only one archive tower, one healing generator, and the archive itself. Slammer is going to go and eliminate this Battenhorn once and for all. There we go. While the red team 3x3, they still have their base pretty much intact except for those outer towers. So again, it will be difficult, but the Titans at this point of the game, they are incredibly buffed, and the next Titan fight is going to mean pretty much everything, and it is going to decide the winner of this game. And as we can see here, the army is in favor of 3x3 quite heavily there. Checking income, it is the same, so 3,000, almost 3,000 bioshards in favor of 3x3. That is a little bit brutal for a patch beast there. They are going to have to pull something out of the hat to win this one. And that sentinel is going to get sniped there. This one was providing vision for Double D, and at this point 3x3 is just going to get upgrades. I believe they are all maxed. Dr. Grum is still on 57 supply there, Siggy on 71, but still doing a decent job at that. And both teams are trying to fight over supremacy of the middle. Heat waves again are going to do a lot of work on those purifiers. Oh my god, that heat wave from Drago was insane, and one more purifier goes down. Only two of them. Careful with that ultimate, is just barely going to dodge it. Nicely done there by Drago. And Patch Beasts, right now, they have an army lead, and they have taken the middle. I don't think this is the best option that they can go for right now to try and push in here. One Quadrupus goes down thanks to those snipes from Double D. But I just think that at this point they would want to wait for the Titan. There we go, Titans have spawned right now. Slammer is going to take down this tower. And Drago is going to take down that Trebuchet. Nicely done. And those shots are still coming after the Trebuchet is dead. Double D is going to pop his ultimate to try and get out of there. But I don't think it is going to be enough. And his army is pinned and ends up losing his whole army of Raptors and Deadeyes. Double D goes down. There is still an army lead for Patch Beast at this point. It is going to come down whether or not they can win this Titan fight. And we see two Deadeyes are still alive with a few Raptors and a Windray there from Double D. That Battlehorn is extremely low, is going to get taken down at this point. More snipes are coming down. That Aquadillo, however, is tanky, and he has been standing in that area of effect that is going to help him survive. And we see one more Apocalypse shot going to take down yet another Purifier. And it is going to come down to whether or not Dragomandrel will be able to land those money destructive prophecies there. One more goes down, only hits as one. He still has one left. So let's see how this one is going to go. It is going to be really close, but the blue team does have an advantage. One more destructive prophecy goes down. Ice frogs on both teams. We see an ultimate there being popped by Slammer and Aswan at the same time, it looks like. But that Battlehorn was able to just push the red army away. Those two Aquadillos are going to go down by Slammer there. Another Battlehorn is going to push those Ice Frogs away. This one is very low. This Aquadillo is low as well. And they are going to try to escape. Nice snipes there from Double D. And the blue team apparently is a little bit on top of here. It is still too early to tell. Purifier shots eliminating those Apocalypses. That was a heavy loss for Drago there, and we see that this Ancient Ice Rock is low. It is going to go down. Dr. Grum is killed by Double D in that engagement. It is going to be good if Double D can snipe those units. We see those Bramblethorns, and he has managed to take down that Aquadillo. This one is extremely low. He has to go back and heal. But if the blue team loses this Titan, then I don't know how they will be able to get back into this game, even though they have pretty much won this fight. But they are going to lose the Titan, and this one, I believe it will be able to take down the Archive all by itself with no additional help from 3x3. There is not that much DPS left. Those Ember Fiends are not good at DPSing. They are good at zoning out armies. And those two Apocalypses are going to do a little bit of work. We see some Devilkins being queued up. But the Titan instead is going to go for the healing generator. This is a major mistake from 3x3 in my opinion, because this Titan might have been able to take down the Archive. but the last healing generator is going to go down, and the Titan instead is going to go for the Archive Tower, again skipping the Archive. This enables 3y3 to go for a backdoor, but that was still an option even with that healing generator and this tower still alive. It looks like they have went and taken down those medium camps, which was a good idea from them. This Titan is going to go down. Checking out armies are still even at this point, so the only problem for Patch Beasts right now is going to be whether or not they can defend this lone structure keeping them in the game. And I'm pretty sure that 3y3 might attempt a backdoor during the next Titan fight. And we see Patch Beasts, they are going to finish off this hard camp. Drago is still rebuilding. Double D, I believe he is max. There he goes. So at this point he can only just go for upgrades. Slammer at 53 supply, going for one more Ancient Ice Frog, and he is also missing one Aquadillo. Checking for Segi, he has lost quite a little bit during the last engagement, so he's going to go for 2 Bramblethorns, 1 Baton Horn, an Engineer and a Grove Tender. That Engineer might do some damage to that Archive, but we see Drago is able to catch those Quadrupuses out of position. Not enough to kill them, however. Destructive Prophecy is going down, but the Ice Frog is able to escape them. Dr. Grum is having a healthy army of Purifiers right now, getting attack damage level 3, and those Purifiers right now with attack damage level 2 and 3 coming up, they are going to be quite scary. I believe he's adding 1 Conduit as well in the queue, as one going for upgrades. And we shall see how those two teams want to proceed. We see that there is still this creep camp left. The aerial units since the beginning of the game really have been there, and no hard camp respawns except for the ones in the base. Careful there by Drago and Double D. They might actually get cornered here. Nicely done, using the Devilkin's ability to get away from there by Drago. And Double D is now trying to get some money snipes. That Quadrupus is all alone, but I believe the snipe is on cooldown. What his aim is going to be is obviously those Purifiers, and none of them go down, unfortunately for Patch Beasts. We see Drago blowing 3 heat waves. They are going to push us one back, and we see 2 Purifiers going down. Nicely done by Double D there. Again, he has been perfectly on point with those snipes. More snipes are coming down, and almost manages to snipe 1 Quadrupus. So the blue team is just trying to get the next Titan. If they rush with it for the Archive, then I'm sure that they are going to be able to pull this game back, but they have to be careful. This Engineer is building an iron cannon that is not actually in range of anything, but nonetheless Double D is going to go and take him out. Drago still has some Apocalypse shots, and I believe that the cooldown on the heat wave is going to be active, and 1 Conduit is going to go down. Double D ends up losing a few Raptors in that engagement, and actually 1 Deadeye went down there. Titans have spawned, heat waves are going down from Drago, and as well as some destructive prophecies hitting that Baton Horn and the Bramblethorn as well, bringing them quite low. This is going to be the decisive moment of this game. Doesn't matter how the game went until now. What it does matter at this point is which team is going to be able to get this Titan. And Baton Horns are actually dying from Segi there. Careful with that ultimate, it might catch a few things, and it does indeed kill 1 Apocalypse and a few Devilkins. The blue team wants to engage in here. We see Ice Frogs going down. The Titan is retreating, switching sides, and Drago is going to blow his ultimate there. Double D is going to go down. Slammer with actually Aswan with his ultimate there will be able to clean up what is left of the blue team, and the red team is a little bit ahead. That Bramblethorn is going to go down. As we can see, those Deadeyes are still alive, but without those Bramblethorns there is not that much left in front there. Slammer is all alone down here. There are still 3 Aquadillos that can tank for the red team. We see some destructive prophecies going down. Drago is eliminated there, and Segi and Dr. Grum are low, but this Titan for Patch Beast, it is going to go down if 3y3 chooses to focus it, and one more Aquadillo goes down. I don't think that Double D has pretty much anything at this point. 28 supply for him, 40 only for Drago, and there's not that much left with those armies here. I believe that 3y3 is going to be able to seal this game. The Titan has been slain, and this is one angry Titan coming for this archive here. I don't know if our blue team will be able to defend this, even if they are a little bit ahead on army, and now getting caught with those Devilkins and Ember Fiends, and they are all going to go down. So there goes the army lead for our blue team at this point. Patch Beasts might just be eliminated from the tournament in here. This Titan is doing a lot of damage to that archive, and it is going to be supported by the entirety of the red team here. We see units swarming across the map all the way here. This is everything that matters at this point. This archive is actually going down, and that Titan's health is still up there. It is still pretty healthy, and this archive is actually going to go down. Patch Beast is eliminated from the tournament in a 35-minute game long. 3y3 is going to advance to round 5 of the losers bracket.